Hey YouTube, this is David Heights here. Hey, I'm just doing another quick update video on my monster truck tractor pull build for Little Joe's um, build. Um, did a little work to it tonight. Um, I was actually going to go with a Meisterbrow engine, but after I got to looking, it was going to be much easier for me just to build the funny car engine, and that's what I'm going to do with that. Got my wiring on it. I still got to get the boots cut for the heads. And I'm getting I got the frame put together. That kind of came into being almost a right-on cut when I cut that front section off that sprint car. I didn't have much to trim. Fit right in. There's a couple of spots there didn't quite match up, but I'll have that covered with something eventually. No, I was going through my parts box, and back a while ago, I bought a collection, and the guy had about, I'd say probably 6 of those pre-decorated 32 Vickies, and some of them had parts missing out of it, and the parts came in these little separate bags. They were packaged separately, but they were on kind of a long string of parts, and I was going through some of them kits. They were missing tires and things like that, and I saw these batteries and fuel cells, and I thought, man, those are pretty cool looking. They're already pre-decorated, so I'm gonna end up using one of them for my fuel cell. I've just kind of got it mocked up in the somewhat close to the stance I'm going to go with. The body is actually out in the paint booth. Um, I just shot it here about an hour ago. Got a little cool here tonight in Indiana, so I bumped up my little heater out there, so see what the outcome is. Now, like I said, everything's starting to come together pretty good. That funny car chassis worked out great. Once you'll see once I get the body on it, it came out and just gives it a pretty mean stance, I think. So then I went through my parts bin tonight and found the parts. I'm gonna be using these pipes right here. I found these suspension parts. I'm probably going to end up figuring out how to incorporate that into the front suspension. Like I say, I'm just grabbing pictures here and there off the internet. You know, I've seen them run a couple times before, and I always thought they were a cool vehicle. So yeah, that's like I said, that's what inspired me to go with this. So again, I'm just right now scavenging the parts bin. I've got a lot of different options there I can go with parts. Um, yeah, it's one of those trial and errors. You put a part on, it may not fit right. You got another one. Something I'm really trying to figure out on what to do here. Most of those mud trucks on the front of the intake have the filters. So I'm going to see if I can't figure out a way to actually possibly turn 2 sprint car filters into one big one, or modify the hood there for the thing to fit and look proper. So a little bit of work there. I'll figure something out. Like I said, I'm wanting to challenge myself on this one. I think I'm starting to get a pretty good start on it. Going to, like I say, going to finish up the body. The body fits on it real good. I was real happy with how it fit. The way that rear section from the old sprint car chassis fit in there and it's going to leave me an opportunity to be able to put some. I got to look and see. I don't know how the systems run on these things. I don't know if fuel cells up here, back here. I've got that battery box there. I'm going to be mounting somewhere. I'm going to try to do as close as I can to like a. I've seen a couple that had plexiglass dashboards on them. They were pretty cool looking. I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to maybe replicate that. Um, it's kind of similar modern day, to the modern day monster trucks. How they got all that plexiglass where you can see up through the cab and everything. I was thinking about maybe going some way like that, especially once I get the cab on there on both sides of the chassis. So a little bit of safety and protection there. So, but like I said, I'm just going off of pictures I'm finding off of Yahoo and other internet sources, trying to. I'm not going to try to build somebody's. It's a real one. I want to build my own, but just the ideas that I'm getting. I want to be it. I want it to be a hopefully a one of a kind. Um, but yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. Like I said, I got home from work tonight and pretty much came straight back here. It's roughly about 4 o'clock in the morning here in central Indiana. So yeah, I put a little bit of work into it tonight. Yeah, I shot that frame last night. I put that back section on there. I use the up here at my local hobby shop. I get the Bob Smith products. And what's cool about it, I got the little spritzer Instaset. Man, you hit that thing and it's there. So you better make sure it's where you want it before you shoot it. So, but anyway, yeah, I'd like to say I just wanted to do another quick video. I'm really enjoying doing these videos. I mean, it's pretty neat. I'd maybe watched my videos, the ones I did of the shows, maybe once or twice since I put them on. And I didn't really, I knew what they were. I mean, I've got them on my computer. I can watch them however I want to on my computer, but I don't necessarily have to be on YouTube. But on YouTube, I just watched it maybe once or twice, and then I went back through, and it's pretty cool to see that there's views popping up on my videos. So it's the ones of you that subscribe that maybe people's picking it up off your watch list. Appreciate it. Um, got a couple more subscribers. I mean, I haven't broke the 30 mark yet, but you know what? Hey, that's like I say, 20 some more than I ever expected to have. So good deal there. But yeah, I want to get this thing rolling here. This thing's bringing me out of my building slump. I think this is something I needed to do just to get away from the common Joe kit. Um, yeah, like I say, I like to scratch build, but I'm no master at it by any means. Um, but watching some of the videos, you guys that do this, take a piece of styrene, turn it into a good-looking part. That's very cool. Um, maybe one of these days, before I get too old, I better hurry up. Um, Now, maybe I can hone my skills a little bit better and maybe start turning out a little bit better projects. I'd like to say I like to build, and I build what I like. And if one week, if my interest is these mud trucks, that's cool. If next week it's something like the monster trucks back or the 4-wheel drives back there, I mean, those are projects I've been working on for quite a while. I think in my last video I mentioned I'd been pulling boxes out that I hadn't seen light of day, for a couple of years. These were a couple that was buried deep down inside. I started these at the what I affectionately refer to as the original rat's nest. The old house had a full basement, pretty close to 1,000 square foot. I made a model railroad on one end, and the rest of it was model cars and music. I had my drum set and guitar and amps and stuff set up down there as well. It was my man cave. But yeah, I started those back in the day. Um, got that truck off a buddy of mine, Steve Shelton. It didn't look like that when I got it from him. It was just, I believe it was just a standard two-wheel drive when I picked it up. But those are some of the parts and pieces off of the old Monogram high rollers kits. And the old panel wagon, the old 50 panel wagon there, that's I believe that's a Jimmy Flintstone. I might be wrong. Uh, I bought a collection one time. There was like 50 pieces of resin in it, and I was like, man, I got a great deal here for the price I paid for the collection. Got to figuring it up. I went on Jimmy's page there, and about 75% of what I actually had there was actually Jimmy Flintstone. And after figuring it up, I was like, man, there's a pretty good chunk of change if this fella paid the price that was being asked for. So I thought I got a pretty good deal on that end. But now just a little something I'm going to try to work on. I was bored one night, threw that paint job on it, and looked at it next day and thought, well, nah, not happy with it. So I think that's why it ended up in the box. That there, I had a really good start going on it, and had a little mishap where dropped the hood, got a couple chips in it, but that's no big deal. I mean, that's something I can fix later on. At the time, it was just one of them, oh, well, screw it, put it back in the box. Don't want to mess with it. Don't even want to see it. All right, well, YouTube, like I say, fellas, I appreciate the ones of you that's, leaving comments, stuff. Tom there, I appreciate them comments, and Big Eddie. Appreciate you guys watching my videos, and like I said, I think that's maybe helping me get some more people rolling around over here to the Rat's Nest. So, appreciate that. Any new people that's recently subscribed, thank you. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe cut this one here off in just a couple minutes. I was just gonna scan over a project that's in the works here at the Nest. Believe it or not, here it is, Saturday morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm hoping that car is ready by this time next week. And that's wishful thinking, but that's another one I want to get finished up. I did do a little bit of work on my 48 Ford Convert. Worked on it a little bit last night, maybe about a half hour, 45 minutes. Uh, it's actually out in the outside section of the Rat's Nest. That's where I got my paint booth set up. So I actually took it out there and shot some clear on it. See where it turns out. But yeah, like I say, that's a pipe dream right there. I'm gonna give it a try. That was just a bunch of parts I pulled out of the parts box last night. About should I say yesterday morning? I worked night shift, get home at 11, so my day's kind of whacked out. But yeah, I pulled that stuff out yesterday. Got it laid out there, and thought, man, that'd be a cool little project to work on. Like I said, I need to build a new rat rod to start taking to the local shows here, because my old bomb grill, like I say, it made its circuits. I think I ended up local here. It entered in probably about nine different shows. And I think out of them 9 shows, I think I come home with hardware at least 7 of those times. So yeah, it was a good build for me. I enjoyed it. So yeah, this one's the one I'm hoping maybe will be the replacement to do the circuit this next couple of years. We go to certain shows one year, and always certain same ones every year. So we might miss one show the first year, and then the following year we'll go to it. So it's a couple seasons out. Take it to whatever shows I haven't had it entered in. So see how this thing turns out. trying to get this one ready for the Lafayette show, Lafayette, Indiana. So, like I said, I'm gonna give it a shot. But yeah, I want to keep you updated on this one. So next time you talk to me here at the nest, hopefully I'll have the body on it and have most of the drivetrain components set up. I'm still trying to figure out the distance and height I'm going to need for the drivetrain, where the transfer case is going to go, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, we'll see where it gets from this point. So, all right, YouTube community, have a good evening, and we'll talk at you later. This is David the Rat's Nest. Have a good evening.